So student, in this page, I'm going to talk about the comparison between the sandy soil and the clay soil. Okay, and this topic, this section. Okay, there will be a apply the ecology topics. Okay, we shall talk about it. How can we do the farming? Okay, more conveniently or increase the effectiveness. Okay, so for the comparison. Okay. Actually, the whole table, okay, what we are going to compare, it comes from the size of the soil particle first, okay, and then later on, based on this difference, okay, we can have the other aspects, okay, of the comparison, okay. So I will draw the diagram for you for easier understanding, okay. So for the sandy soil and for the clay soil, okay, first of all, I want you to think about the texture, okay, of the sandy soil and the clay soil first. Actually, the texture is just like that. Imagine it is a beach, okay, and then for the beach, it is near to the seaside, okay. So for the sand, okay, we take from here. If we take from this region, it's a bit wet. So the texture, okay, is just like the clay soil. And far away, we have the BBQ region, okay. So for the BBQ region, if we take some sand from this side, so when we take it, actually the sand, they easily go away, okay. So imagine the texture is that, okay, it's based on the soil particle size. For the sandy soil, big size, okay, big size. So that's why actually the soil particle, they are loosely packed, okay. So that's why the texture, okay, is loosely packed. And for the clay soil, because the particles, they are much smaller, so that's why they can be closely packed, okay. So imagine the texture first, okay. And based on the texture, okay, we can know that or which type of soil, okay, is easier or more difficult for farming, okay. So what I would like to talk about is that, okay, I would like to talk about the air content, okay, the drainage of the water and the water retention, okay. And according to these two concepts, okay, we shall have the minerals content as well, okay. We can compare it as well. So first of all, based on the loosely packed, okay, soil, so that means the air, okay, they can easily go and come, okay, and the airflow, okay, is easier, okay. So the aeration, okay, especially the O2, okay, the O2 content is higher, okay, and because the airflow is much easier, okay. But for what, okay, any advantage for the plant? Because in the soil we have the root, and of course the root, okay, it undergoes respiration and it needs oxygen. So if the soil is really waterlogged, that means full of water, so that means the aeration may not be that high, okay. And for the clay soil, because they are closely packed, so that means the aeration is not that good, okay. So that's the first idea, good and poor, okay. And then for the water level, okay, so for the loosely packed, okay, the water actually they can come and go easily, okay. So that's why the drainage of water, that means the leaching, okay, of the water, okay, is a bit easier, and that's why the water retention is very poor, okay. But for the clay, okay, because they are closely packed, so the water, okay, it comes and they cannot go so easily, okay. So that's why the drainage of water is slower, and that's why the water retention is better, okay. So in this part, from the water retention, we know that the minerals, okay, because for the clay, they can keep the water easily, so that's why lower chance for the leaching, okay, lower chance for the leaching, okay. So that's why the mineral content is high. But for the sandy soil, water, they can easily go away, okay. So that's why very low level of the minerals, because they can be easily washed away by the rain, okay. That means leaching higher chance to occur, okay. So That's why we can compare the air content, we compare the water content, and compare the mineral content to determine, okay, which one should be a better soil, okay, for farming, for agriculture, okay. You may think that, for aeration, sandy soil win, okay, but then for the water retention and for the minerals content, okay, the clay soil win, Mr. Leung. So actually, which type of soil is much better, okay, much more suitable, okay. So actually, both of them are not that good, okay, and are not that bad as well. Not that good and not that bad as well, because they have both good and bad qualities, okay. So the method, the solution is that we try to mix them together, okay, to make a suitable soil, okay, for farming. Okay, so that's why we mix approximately equal proportion of sandy soil and clay soil, okay, and also we add some humus, okay. So remember, what is humus? Humus, that's the decaying organic matter. For example, the dead body, for example, the feces or urine or the leaves, okay, the dead leaves, okay, something like this. So the decomposer, they start decomposing those organic waste, organic material, okay. So they are the humus, okay. So remember, the humus, the texture is also very sticky, okay. So that's why it can help us to retain the water, right? It's sticky, it can retain the water and it can retain the minerals, okay. Very good, okay. So that's why for mixing the clay and sandy soil, okay, the air content is a bit higher, the water retaining capacity is a bit higher, and also we have high amounts, high proportion of humus, okay. And for the humus, why is it so important? Because they are decaying organic material. So that means from the humus, okay, the inorganic substance, okay, actually they can release it bit by bit, releasing the inorganic nutrients bit by bit, okay. So it can help to maintain a relatively constant minerals content in the soil, okay. So good. So what about the other method, okay? We add humus to the sandy soil. Same logic here, because humus is sticky, sandy soil loosely packed, right? Okay, so if I add some humus, okay, which is sticky, so we can make them a bit close to each other, okay. So that's why it can help us to retain the water and retain the minerals, and also the plant, they can have a better anchorage, right? Okay. And the last method is that we add some lime, okay, to the soil, okay. Then the lime, they can make the clay particles to clump together, okay. So what is the meaning of they clump together? So for the clay particle, okay, even they are very small, but if we add some lime, we can make them stick together, to try to make it a bit bigger, okay, a bit bigger than before. So that's why, okay, they will not be that closely packed, okay. They may be a bit loosely packed, okay. So that's why the aeration, okay, will be improved, and also the acidity of the soil, okay, may not be that acidic, okay. The pH will increase a bit, okay, not below 7, okay, because the lime, they are alkaline, okay. So in this part, okay, what I want you to know is that to compare these two types of the soil, okay, and think about which one is suitable for farming, or we have other solutions.